Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have two West Indies rums, Caribbean rums. One is from 1860, well, not bottle, but Ronrico, established 1860, and they show this crest on the neck of the bottle. And that is because in 1889, the King of Spain gave this company a royal designation, like they call it a rum of nobles. So it was certified as a rum for nobles. Now, does the Kingdom of Spain still have that certification today? I do not know. Probably was never withdrawn. So it's showing the crest of the Kingdom of Spain with different parts of Spain and everything. Extra smooth premium, gold label, Caribbean rum. They show a cabana out there by the beach with the blue sky and a pathway through the sand. Okay. And if you look carefully, there's even people under there drinking it. So this is one of the old brands from 1860. This is not some made up thing, because I checked the trademark and the U.S. government issued a trademark for it in 1860. So it was imported from Spanish Puerto Rico, rich port, Puerto Rico, even back then. This rum is a blend of the finest Caribbean rums, and it was 1889 when they got that royal designation, which reflect our continued skill and dedication in the making of every drop. Well, like most cases, this is not an independent company anymore, and there is no Ronrico operations anymore. It's simply a name, a brand name. Okay. Gold label, a 1976 Ronrico Old Fashioned. So they show you how to make a rum old fashioned. Ronrico, a rum to remember, trademarked. Distilled at the Cruzan Rum Distillery, United States Virgin Islands. Oh. Bottled by Ronrico Rum Company, Frankfort and Claremont, Kentucky, USA. Wow. Beam-Suntory. I'll give you a little background on this. At some point in history, Ronrico was bought out by the Seagrams people. I was reading an article. I didn't get to read it, but it was on Executive Intelligence Examiner website, and it was an article from like 1989, and it was about the history of the Bronfen family, Edgar Bronfen and them, how they immigrated from Ukraine, from the Russian Empire, and they were in. The article was talking about how they got their money. They moved to Canada and built their empire in bootlegging, and involved with Meyer Lansky's organized crime family and other families. And then they took over the Seagrams company in 1926 from the Seagrams family. That's what the article's saying. I don't know. They had a lot of footnotes, and it went on and on. I didn't have time to read it all, but it was basically saying that their whole history was really shadowy and suspicious and corrupt. Well, we know what happened to them. They started to collapse. So Seagram sold off a lot of their brands to Beam, the Beam Company, in 1994. Okay. They had acquired Ronrico from Ronrico, and it was pretty popular back in the 70s and 80s. Like, it was a major brand like Bacardi. But after they sold it to Beam, it just faded away. Beam did nothing with it. They don't even list it on their website anymore. But you could tell it's a Jim Beam bottle, not Jim Beam itself, but Beam, like if you look at Old Crow whiskey or Old Granddad, it has the same bottle design, exact, with the broad shoulders, same bottle design. Okay. Plus it says Claremont, Kentucky, and Frankfurt. You know, that's a tip off. But anyway, Same old plastic black cap that you get on Old Crow and everything like that. But it's done. It's distilled by Cruzan International down there in the Caribbean, in the United States Virgin Islands. Now Bacardi. This is the Major Lazer, introduced in 2017, a limited edition in collaboration with the Caribbean band music group Major Lazer. I don't think this is produced anymore. It's not listed on their website. There's the bat. I've never seen it anywhere in any store except for Aquista Paces, who had a stack of it, and they were selling it for $7.99. I said, for that price, I'll buy it. At first, I just thought it was a different packaging for regular old Bacardi, but I realized that it was a different product. So then I had to get it, you know. All right, so what's the normal price? Not $7.99. So if you happen to see Bacardi Major Lazer, yeah, it's probably going to be like $15, which is not a lot, but it's a lot more than $7.99. But so let's say about $15. The Ronrico, I guess I could do an internet search. They probably still have online liquor companies selling it. Then the Ronrico, $9.99, like I told you, $9.99 or higher. Now, last night I got shocked because I did Cruzan Aged Gold Rum. Sorry, Cruzan Aged Dark Rum. It's called Cruzan Aged Dark Rum. And I went up, and that's aged 2 to 3 years. It's a blend of rums aged 2 to 3 years. And I went up against Major Lazer, which is a blend of rums aged 3 to 4 years. 3 to 4 year rums blended together. Okay. And it's double filtered through a secret blend of charcoal. They filter the rums through the charcoal, then they blend them, then they filter them again. Let it slowly drip through a column of charcoal. Secret blend. It's not all oak. It's, well, they're not going to tell you what it is. It's only thing they tell you on the Bacardi website is it's a combination of wood, and they turn it into charcoal, and they don't let people know what it is. It's like the Kentucky Fried Chicken secret recipe. All right. Copper appearance or dark gold. It's definitely close to copper. Amber, sorry, amber. Copper's darker than that. Almost poured a little bit too much of each, and I'm trying to save them, you know, for future taste challenges. The goal is not to rip through them. I'm trying to be very, if you want to say stingy with them, yes. Okay. As you can see, the Ronrico is much lighter. Very light. No age statement. It's not listed under the rums of Puerto Rico. Wait a minute, why would it be? It's made in the Virgin Islands. It started in Puerto Rico, though. It originated in Puerto Rico, but like I say, that's gone. That they probably sold the facility, might have torn it down for all I know. And now it's made under contract and well, not exactly under contract, because Cruzan International is under the Beam-Suntory umbrella. I don't know if it's outright owned by them or if they're in collaboration with them. But they listed it as part of their portfolio. If you look on Beam-Suntory, they list Cruzan as one of their products. Just like Teeling. If you look on the Teeling website, they make it look like there's an independent Irish whiskey company. These two brothers, they started in all this folksy tale. But if you look carefully at the website, under the privacy notifications and the disclosure, it'll say Beam-Suntory, it'll say Bacardi Limited. And if you look at the Bacardi Limited website, it lists Teeling as one of their whiskeys. No. They're not listing it for no reason. Just like when Pabst, if you look on the Pabst Brewing Company website, they list New Holland Dragon's Milk, New Holland Brewing Company, is one of their brands. Why? There's got to be a reason. It's not happenstance. Or happen chance. Yeah, happen chance. Hoppin' pop. HR puffin stuff. All right. Come and play with me, Jimmy. Come and play with me. All right. All right, witchy poo, time to smell. Smells pungent, yeasty, sugarcane. It smells kind of Cruzan-y. Cruzians. Well, you know what? This doesn't really smell that much different. It's got a little more darkness to it in the nose. You know, like it smell like it's a little darker. But I got tripped up last night, boy. That Cruzan aged dark rum got me so confused with the major Lazer. I got it wrong and I was shamed. But if you're doing blind taste tests and you do them live, you got no chance to avoid getting embarrassed unless you're really, really demented and you delete the ones you get wrong. Can you imagine if a person would do that? If it goes wrong, they delete it, act like it didn't happen. I would like to do that in a sense that and appear that I'm always right, but you have to have integrity if you want to be legit and credible. Sharp, grassy sugarcane. Molasses. You get the alcohol burn, though. Are these designed for drinking neat? Well, not if you read the label. It says, well, they talk about the product as you would only taste those things if you drink it neat. Like you would never pick up tropical fruit, cedar, and vanilla with a warm, silky finish. You might get the finish. So, but on the back, the first thing they show you is a Mississippi rum punch. And then it says, alternatively, learn how to make the original Bacardi mojito, and they got Bacardi.com. So, I mean, people are drinking these in cocktails, but I'm not a cocktail guy. I did buy a pre-mixed cocktail yesterday, but why not? They had it on sale for $1.99, and the normal price was like $7. You know, of course I bought it. 200 milliliters. Is it any good? I don't know. It's made by Beam-Suntory. It's probably good. It's in a pretty glass bottle. Oh, ha, 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 ha. That's the major Lazer. You ain't gonna trick me this time, Cruzan. You want to know why? Okay, the Cruzan aged dark rum, that little trickster, aged 2 to 4 years, $9.99. Now here's this Ronrico. With its heyday back in the 60s and 70s. They even had magazine ads, Ronrico's Pontiac Trans Am sweepstakes. You could win a Pontiac Trans Am. Now, with the Ronrico Gold label, you win a gold Trans Am, and with the silver label, you'll win a silver Trans Am. You see what I mean? Remember the Trans Am? They just make it kind of basic and thin. It's a little, it's like a little confectioner's sugar in it too. It's not bad though. if you think, oh well, Ronrico's cheap, so I bet it tastes terrible. No, you'll be misinformed, or your supposition would be incorrect. It tastes really nice. I mean, it's not like exuberantly intricate. It's more or less like standard, basic, and nice. You get what I'm saying? Um, all those old Trans Ams, you see, they got the big Firebird decal on it. You know, that big bird on the hood. They look nice, but after a few years, the thing would be peeling off. You know, it would always peel off because it's not going to last, and so it's not durable. I don't think you had to buy a Trans Am with the appliques, the decals, but most people did, and most of the dealerships, they just had them with that. You know, but I think you could get them. Say no, I don't want those. It could have been like a credit, like, you know, you'd get a credit. But then you'd have to special order the vehicle and wait 6 weeks while they made it. You know, there's no extra charge for special ordering a vehicle. But how many people do you know that do that? Not too many people, right? They just go and whatever's on the lot, they buy it. And if they don't have what they're looking for, they go to another lot, you know, just shop around. But you can do that. You can order it. Oh, yes. You always could. Back since the 1920s, specialize it, customize it, and so forth. That's why they had the Ford Custom. That was a car, the Ford Custom. It's just a basic Ford 2-door, 4-door vehicle. I mean, it was like, it was a full-size car now. But, I mean, it was so basic. It had nothing on it. And you had to order everything. But that's why they call it custom, because you had to customize it according to what you wanted. And you could keep it basic and get a brand new car for extremely low amount of money. And I think they were reliable cars. I never heard bad things about them. But you know, it wouldn't have air conditioning. It'd have a 3-speed transmission. Didn't even have wheel covers, just a little hub cap over the painted rims. And but then you could make it to where it was fancy like a Lincoln. But I'm sure 99% of people never did that. Most of those customs, they just sold as taxis. Yeah. Or rental cars with the automatic, you know, taxis, rental car. We had one, 1972 Ford Custom station wagon. Drove that all the way to Disney World and back. Car never gave one bit of trouble. Never had. I don't think my father ever did a repair on it. Just maintenance. Okay, that's the Bacardi Major Lazer. Yep, ding dong. Will I get it wrong again? I mean, it's possible. You can say, "Oh no, I'm really getting a handle on the flavor. I'm not gonna get it wrong again." But you could be fooled, like you might get it wrong again. But you hope that you don't. The Ronrico does have a creaminess to it. It has some very interesting flavors. I could have gotten it cheaper if I'd have bought the handle. Now you can get it cheaper by buying the whole handle, the big bottle plastic. But I said I don't need all. You know, I don't want 1,750 milliliters of Ronrico, honestly. So I just bought the 750s of the silver and the gold. But if I really had wanted to get the best value, I'd have bought the handle. I seen the handles for $12.99. Yes. So I would recommend it. I mean, I wouldn't pay too much. I wouldn't pay much more than $9.99 for it. Inman 40. Hello, Inman. Good morning, Ron. Occasionally I will catch a minute or so of Dawn Busters. But I'm normally getting ready for work. However, today is my last day of work before a holiday break, so I'm more energetic today. Happy holidays, Ron. Happy holidays to you. And man, Merry Christmas and happy upcoming New Year. That's about it. So Major Lazer is a better product. But there's only one little problem. Oh, that wood. You can really pick up the oak. It's like rum saturated oak. And the charcoal, oh yeah. That's a not dynamite product, really. There's only one little problem. You can't find it. Well, I did, but I mean, that was just like pulling, luck of the draw. I mean, I just happened to walk in there and they had it. Probably never see it again. But anyway, these brands, they tend to, you could run across some funny stuff. Like years ago, they stopped making Jim Beam 8-year aged. The black label. Now they make Jim Beam extra age. It's called Jim Beam extra age. It's the black label. It's age longer than 4 years because regular Jim Beam's 4 years. Or like that Russian immigrant girl used to say on the commercials, James P. Madonna said she always looked like she was drunk or taking drugs. She did seem kind of drunk, but she I think she was from that 70s show, which I never watched a single episode of it. Good morning to you, BC's Beer Reviews, BC's Beer Reviews. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining last night. That was a good hangout. With holiday beers for the holidays. Next Wednesday we're doing the last one, beers for the holidays. But she was saying 4 long years. Jim Beam is aged 4 long years, 2 years longer than required. Well, that's not really that long, but the extra age is longer than that. But I was in a liquor store and I found the 8-year age, old bottles of the 8-year aged, same price as the what you pay for the extra age today. I said, well, let me buy it because I'll never see it again. And it's got a handle on it like an old liquor jug, from the old movies. But enough of the jibber jabber. It's time to get off of this, and y'all have a nice Thursday. I'll be back later today, God willing. I'm gonna do another taste challenge for Friday because Friday is not going to work out. It's Christmas Eve, and I cannot be doing Busters on Christmas Eve because we're doing Fandango Friday, and I think everybody's bringing eggnog. From what I'm understanding, I got my eggnog ready to roll. So it was awesome last night, and you're welcome. Oh, thank you, man. All right, y'all. It has been ages since I've had rum, says Inman. By the way, the Miller High Life Light finally was exhausted at my main store, and the worker said it was finally removed from their inventory list. Yep, it's gone. Mathern's always had Miller High Life Light, 30 packs, 12 packs, bottles and cans. And when that stock disappeared, it never returned. And it sold. People bought Miller High Life Light around here, obviously. They had the quart bottles at the convenience stores. But I guess Miller decided, hey, meaning Molson Coors, decided we got too many light beers. We cannibalizing ourselves, meaning that they're competing against their own brands. It's pretty sad, I think. It is, but they do these research projects, and they said, they probably said, if they want to buy a budget product, let them buy Milwaukee's Best Light. Let them buy Milwaukee's Best Light or Keystone Light. All right. Miller already has Milwaukee's Best Light, which is an older brand than Miller High Life anyway. Miller High Life Light did not hit the market until 1994. Milwaukee's Best Light has been on the market since 1986. So they might have been saying, why did we even bring this product out? Was there some great outcry for Miller High Life Light? So they got rid. So now there's Keystone Light, and that's from the Coors line of it, Coors side of it, and then you got your Milwaukee's Best Light, 2 budget brands, and are they Any worse than Miller High Life? Nah, they're no worse. They're no better, but they're no worse. Can't find them in bottles. That's the only issue. I mean, we used to get the High Life Light in the 12-ounce bottles. I hadn't seen Keystone Light bottles in 10 years, maybe 7 years. And Milwaukee's Best, well, I mean, you never did see those in bottles. That was always just a cheap canned beer thing. Yes, always. Milwaukee's Best. Well, I mean, you might see it in 42-ounce bottles, you know, the convenience store in some states, or quart bottles in Florida. But nah, that was always just a canned beer. Last time they probably made Milwaukee's Best in bottles was probably in the 1950s when it was owned by an independent company, Gettleman Brewing. I just bought 4 bottles. Tim Taylor, landlord, Tesco, England, says Mark Lockwood. Timothy Taylor, landlord, is a great ale. I tried that once and I just loved it. I said, man, this is a good beer. It's so distinctly British. You know, these British beers, they never taste like anything else, but you know, they got to come from England. Merry old England. I can't get either Keystone Light or Milwaukee's Best Light anymore either. Well, that's strange because it's so common here. Oh, so very common. I love Milwaukee's Best Ice, says BC's Beer Reviews. Yeah, I love Milwaukee's Best Ice too. I did a blind taste test with my friend David, blind taste challenge. So you'll have to watch the video and see how he did in it. Although Bud Ice magically started showing up again in mid-November. Yeah. Good old Bud Ice. Always been around Louisiana since it hit the market in 1994. And it's very popular in Louisiana. And the distributor guy was telling me, I don't even know why it's popular. We never advertise it. Like, we do nothing to promote it. He said, literally, we do nothing to promote it. No television commercial, no radio ads, no magazine ads, no internet ads. No, they don't even put posters up or point of sale ads in the stores. He said, and they can't keep it in stock. Have a whole cooler in some parts of Metairie, Louisiana, by New Orleans, a whole cooler with Bud Ice. Only 12 packs, 15 packs, 24 packs, 30 packs, 25-ounce cans, pint cans, 18-ounce bottles, 12-ounce bottles. It's crazy. You say, why is it popular? Well, because it's got the Budweiser name, Bud at least, and it's cheap. Plus, it's a draft beer. It's never pasteurized. It's cold filtered, and it gives it a better flavor. My friend David loves Bud Ice. So that's the end of the road, folks. Thanks for watching this video production. Major Lazer wins again, but it lost last night. But oh well, even good teams lose, you know. Except even Alabama lost. Probably won't lose again this year if they have any more games because of the scamdemic, you know. The scamdemic. Oh, those power mad maniacs, but they just love that power. The beer scene has been in flux near me for about 3 years now. Inventory is always changing and brands come and go unexpectedly. Same here. Same story here. Panthers Rule says, yo to you. All right, y'all. Take care now. Thanks for watching this video production.